Stocks soared today when the Trump administration announced a sudden pause in most of its tariffs.
But the U.S. is still locked in a tense trade war with China. Fox's Connor Hansen has the details.
The White House says it will pause reciprocal tariffs for most countries for 90 days, backing away from a hardline stance that sent markets plummeting over the past week. The recent sell-off of U.S. bonds was sparking recession concerns.
People were jumping a little bit out of line. They were getting yippy.
Countries negotiating with the U.S. will still have a baseline 10% tariff. The exception, China, who had their tariff raised to 125% Wednesday. Trump ratcheting up the pressure on the major trading partner after Beijing responded with its own 84% tariff.
I think President Xi's a very smart guy, and I think we'll end up making a very good deal for both. But, you know, we've been treated so badly for so many years.
The news sent the Dow surging nearly 3,000 points. The Nasdaq up more than 12%, its best day since 2001. And the S&P up nearly 10, its biggest gain since 2008. All three are still down more than 2% since last week's tariff announcement. Despite the immediate relief, many are still hoping for long-term assurances. The White House's shifting tariff policy has left businesses guessing.
Just the prospect of additional tariffs down the road, whether it's 90 days or not, is going to keep their prices up.
Since the tariff pause, Goldman Sachs has rescinded its forecast of a recession. Earlier this week, the investment bank put the chance of a recession in the next 12 months at 45%. In New York, Connor Hansen, Fox News.
Today, Governor Brian Kemp echoed the need to make sure the U.S. is getting a fair deal when it comes to trade.
The key to trade is making sure that we have fair trade. There's been a lot of different, tactics and talk, and I don't really know exactly, what the strategy is at the White House. But I thought what they did today was a good move to focus and square up on China. I think the president wants to make a deal, but he also wants it to be fair for the American people. That's what he ran on.
The governor added he hopes the federal government will continue deregulating and cutting taxes, just as he said Georgia did. He says that will make sure the U.S. is in a good place to do business for foreign trade partners.
Meantime, Georgia U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock is calling on Congress to come up with a permanent solution to the tariffs, saying that if they don't, everyday Georgians will pay more in the end. In a statement from his office, he says, make no mistake, these tariffs are nothing more than a tax on Georgians. They will spike your grocery bill and risk driving many small businesses across our state into bankruptcy. Every day that Congress fails to act and put an end to this madness is another day of uncertainty that risks sending our economy into a recession.
Nearly 75% of voters think the tariffs will hurt the U.S. economy in the short term. That is according to a new poll from Quinnipiac University. Only 22% of voters say they'll help. Long term, Americans are a bit more optimistic. 53% of the 1,400 surveyed say the tariffs will hurt the economy in the long run. 41% think they will help long term.